What's up, guys? It's WebSoak here. Today we have another episode of Minecraft MTA. Today we are going to be touring a recreation I built of the 14th Street station on the 1, 2, 3 F, M, and L lines. I think this is going to be the biggest station I've toured so far on this world. I did start the station back in February, got it pretty close to being done, and then some stuff came up. So I took a bit of a break from the project, and I'm coming back in about the past month. And here we are. I finished up the station. I've added the missing details. So let's get right into the tour. So here we are on Fashion Avenue / 7th Avenue and 14th Street. We're going to start with the IRT. So 14th Street Station, 1, 2, 3 FML, and path at 14th Street and 6th Avenue. We're coming over here to the IRT mezzanine. Pretty spacious, actually. Will actually feeling a bit confined, but for an IRT mezzanine, this feels spacious, which is funny to say because compared to an IND mezzanine, the size would be dwarfed. But here we have a somewhat spacious IRT mezzanine with all this space over here. Then you have two exits here: exit northeast corner of 14th Street and 7th Avenue, and then you have the exit at the northwest corner of 14th Street and 7th Avenue. It's come like this, goes over here, come out here, and we even notice the bulbs are intentionally different. So it's based off however it looks at said intersection in real life. So that's a thing to notice. Then we have another one here, another exit here. 14th Street, 1, 2, 3, F, M, and L. Now let's go down over towards the platform. So funny thing about this station. So because of the break I took, this station actually looks different now than when I started it. So it's actually undergoing a renovation now. So because of when I started it, I was lucky in that, and let's enter. So entry 1, 2, 3 FML, and then the booth is over there. So I was lucky to have started it when I did, because there's an entire passageway that I would not have been able to access if I didn't start it then. And then that would not have been able to have been built properly, and then it probably would have wound up pretty bad. So this station right now is actually in better shape than the one in real life. But you can see there is construction there, because they already had started some of it when I started the station. So downtown in Brooklyn, 1, 2, 3. We come down the stairs here to the platform. You have the route sign here, the platform. I'm just going to walk around the station. You have the mosaics. I like the mosaics here. And I tried to make it look a bit dirty as well, because it is quite pronounced at this station along the walls. Over there. I'm going to set it to night, just so that we don't have that fog effect underground. And yeah, so here's the one platform. Danger, no clearance, 38 feet. That's what I measured it to be, at 38 feet, because if you're here, I guess there's no clearance in real life. And you'd get killed by the train if you were standing there and a train happened to come by. Alright, so there's this area here, which is pretty cool. It's nice and open. I like that. Over here, this area was under construction, so it's just blocked off like this. I guess fortunately this trash can escaped the wall, or maybe they just pushed it out of the way, to be honest. That would make a bit more sense. So I'll read the route sign. Downtown and Brooklyn, 2 to Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn College via 7th Avenue Express. 3 to New Lots Avenue via 7th Avenue Express. 2 stops local at night. And apparently I didn't put a 1 sign over there, so I guess there must not have been one. Or I just didn't put them, I don't know. We have another sign here, 14th Street. And I'm almost tempted to just walk through here like this. I feel like this might make more sense. So here we have an exit, 13th Street and 7th Avenue. This is exit only. So that means once you go out, you can't come back. Right. So here we go, exit only. No entry. Enter at 14th Street, so that's right over there. And of course, 7th Avenue and 13th Street. And then just south of the station, it becomes 7th Avenue South. Okay, that's a nice rendering bug. And same thing on the other side. Pretty much the same deal. Which way do you... I think this way. Yeah. Come out over here, same thing. No entry, enter at 14th Street. We'll just come through the emergency gate. It kind of does that now. It's very annoying. I guess it's just because there's so much stuff on this world in such concentrated areas. So I guess it has to do that to compensate. Then you have the exit sign there, and then this sign directs you back towards 14th Street, towards the FML and path. I did not build the path, if you're wondering. I do the subways, unless it's a special occasion, then I might do the other lines downtown Brooklyn, same signs. I guess I didn't put one train route signs. That's okay. Then I did extend the tunnel a bit south over here, so that it's not just a wall, it actually goes a bit that way. And you have this area, which is a bit interesting. For some reason, it's just a different set of wall tilings. No, it's a different type of wall tile, which is quite interesting. I think what happened here is there must have been a platform extension done at some point. So it could be that the station was over here originally, and then they extended it. That could be it. I do remember reading something about the IRT originally having 9-car platforms. If that's correct, if not, tell me down below in the comments. Climb down here, just walk onto the tracks over here. And these are the middle express tracks. Actually, let's not do that. Let's go up and I'll show you guys the mezzanine. I did also put some peeling paint up there, so that's what that's meant to represent. Peeling paint, speakers there. All right, exit 12th Street and 7th Avenue. Come out here, and yeah, this is going to be the exit of 12th Street and 7th Avenue. So we're going to come out here, take the turnstiles, and you can go that way or this way. Let's go this way. Exit northwest corner of 12th Street and 7th Avenue. Over here to a little passageway. Missing lights. MTA stuff. Sometimes the lights just break. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's see if this one has broken lights. It does have broken lights. So we can actually compensate for that by doing this. Yep, doesn't matter now. Yes, it was a big station, so I did miss a few things like the lights, but it's not really that big of a deal. You can easily just add those anytime. Alright, let's go this way. Let's enter the station. Rude. Okay. Let's send that back. Okay, there we go. Uptown in the Bronx, 1, 2, 3. Use last stair for FM and L. And I think one of these has a faded 9 train sign. There it is. So yeah, I put that as an Easter egg. Faded 9 train sign. Because the 9, obviously, if you knew the history of the lines, then the 9 used to go here. I'll make it kind of... Okay, I don't like that, though. I'll be honest. It's just that the lights are brighter during the day. I still don't like that fog. Wrong one. Here we go. 1800. All right, 18,000. Come over here. Some more just decay on the platform. Some more filth on the platform. Wanted to make it look dirtier with this one, so there's some more stuff over there. But obviously, as you guys know, a bunch of the stuff done to the station made it take so long. So I'm unlikely to repeat this type of thing everywhere. And for that to become a common practice, I'd say... No, I wouldn't say it's unlikely. I would say it's not going to be everywhere. It's only going to be at stations where it's quite pronounced. Like this. This was quite pronounced when I went to visit the station. And this, yeah. Some are a bit more pronounced than others. Let's come over here, dumpster right there. And you can see into the tunnel. Not really, because it's night. So I guess not. It's dark. I don't know why it's so foggy though. You can normally see pretty well on this one. It could just be this material. I'm not really planning to use this material for future stations. It's going to be the brown subway tracks and tunnel that you saw at my other stations. Recently, which one? Like 137th Street, where you saw a brown track and a brown tunnel. I'm going to start using that for future builds. 28th Street had to be built with that tunnel because it was between two stations that already had it. So it was impractical to change the whole, mile? Is it a mile? About a mile of tunnel over. Okay, so let's go this way. I skipped this. You have an exit here, southeast corner of 14th Street and 7th Avenue. Come here. Exit out over here. Exit out into the nights. 14th Street Station, 123 FML ends path at 14th Street and 6th Avenue. So let's go down into the station here. Okay, just wanted to make sure that my microphone was not... Did you guys see that? The door opened normally. That's awesome. Is it only when they're facing this way that they open properly? Hold on. Is there one over here? Okay. I did not put an emergency gate here. That's a fire hazard. Okay, let's go this way. Walk towards 6th Avenue. The reason why the lights are a different resolution than those lights is because these lights were built much later than these ones. When I built these ones, I was still thinking that I was going to be using this grid size for angled builds, but it turns out I'll be doing this one, which is double this. All right, so we come down this ramp. This section is currently closed in real life. Depending on when you watch this video, it may have reopened. Statistically, I suppose it's likely that you're probably watching this video after it's reopened because the video is going to exist longer than it was closed. So I guess it would make sense, but then again, the video usually gets most of its views around the first month, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's more spread out. So here's the passageway. Quite cool. Come over here, 8th Avenue and Brooklyn L, FM, and path via L platform. I don't think these open. These don't open because I don't know what's behind them. Just put this space over here. So why make them open? And then there's this. You can actually see I did put stuff behind the walls because I'm presuming that they're... Can this one open? Okay, so this one opens. So what I think happened here is that this area was a full mezzanine, which had a staircase that must have connected up there, which was taken over by the IMD. And then this exit was severed, but I think that this was actually an exit at some point, and that's why we have these weird-looking walls here. So now let's go over to the Canarsie Line platform, the L, so exit L, 14th Street and 6th Avenue, FM and path trains via L platform. Come down here, let's start the far end of the L platform. That sound you hear is a train. At the moment, they all sound like R40s because there is no way to put proper engines, traction motor sounds on them at the moment, which hopefully will happen in the future. I'll just open the doors. There we go. Okay, I'll fix that at some point, don't worry. That's an older, not an older model, but it hasn't been updated to have the new door stuff, the door chimes. I think this opens. Yep, this does open. Little room in here. Danger, no clearance. Signal right there, which has not been set up yet. Here's a really cool tunnel I like. Let's go down here. Let's go into the darkness. I think you go this way. Yes. Okay, so here's a cool spot I like. It slopes down right here, which I think is very cool looking in Minecraft. And this will also be very nice during the V-fanning video when you see L trains coming up this slope and going down this slope, and then there's a little bit of graffiti there. You can't really see it, but there's a bumper right here, just in the dark, which is also why I want to use brown for new tunnels, because it's actually a bit more accurate for them to be slightly brown, and two, you can see things better in dark tunnels when it's brown, so it also highlights detail in tunnels more. There you go. Cool little tunnel. I like this tunnel here. Let's go back out, go back up the stairs. I know it's a bit dark, but it's a subway tunnel, so it is what it is. And the other thing with that type of tunnel is that the tracks don't light as well as the brown ones. So that's also why I don't want to use this for newer tunnels. So you're going to see it very likely become quite an isolated thing, and you're only going to see it at a few stations that already had it beforehand. So let's walk down the platform here. Sign 6th Avenue, pipes across the ceiling there. It's a cool sign here. I might have skipped it on the other side. Okay, so it actually is there. It's very good. I'm surprised. I'll put that there. I think I just kept packing in detail into the station non-stop until it just got to this point where it's just like this. And this will go over to the F and the M. We'll go there soon. And there's just so much little details at this station. Like, when have I ever done the pipe like this? This station is just insane. The recreation, anyway. And when I was here recording it, they had already started renovating the L platform. So the wall tiles were just ripped off. So it was just bare walls. And there were a few left at the end, but they had X's on them, which to me indicated that they were going to rip them off soon as well, so I didn't even bother making them. I don't know what the plan is, if they're taking them off and then putting them back on. So here we have another tunnel. The reason why this tunnel is so dark is, like the other one, it's not been connected to the next station, so it actually doesn't go very far. So it's just pitch black, because if I were to put lights, then you would see where it ends, and that would ruin the fun. So let's not do that. And R160L train, just sitting here. And I know the doors are glitching. I will update the doors at some point so that they don't do that. I'm actually working on an R179 model at the moment, so that won't be happening for a bit. So now let's go over to the uptown. No, we should do the downtown F and M first, because at the uptown side, if we go down, then up, we can loop back to another exit. It's over here. So let's do this one. Downtown is Brooklyn, FM, 14th Street and 6th Avenue. Exit, path and 24-hour booth. Let's head up here. Quite an inconvenient connection, I might add, because it goes straight to this. And if you're entering from up there, then you have to come down here to get to the L. So it's a bit inconvenient. Over here, we actually have our first sloped station. So you can see the platform slopes parallel to the track right there, which is a first in this world. And I think it's also a first with Minecraft. I don't think anyone's done this in the Little Tiles or Immersive Railroading mod. I don't think they've done it together anyway. I mean, I'm sure somebody might have sloped a platform with full-size blocks, but that doesn't look as nice. And I haven't seen anyone do this other than me. So yeah, this is an exclusive thing to the world of the series. Then here we just have an F train sitting there. I'll do that because I feel like you guys don't like that sound. Okay, so we can come over here, Mosaic, and let's try to get back into the tour. I&D stuff here. This is an I&D platform. If you guys don't know the whole heritage thing, there were 3 separate companies that the city technically owned, but it's complicated. So 3 separate operators built the subway system, and they had a bit of a different look, but it sort of depends on the era as well. For example, I&D stations looked like this if they were built during the Great Depression, whereas they looked a bit different if they were built in the 1940s or 50s. Whereas the IRT stations can sometimes have their own look, but sometimes they look like the BMT stations if they were built during the dual contracts, which was contracted in 1913. So yeah, I'll just walk down here. I do actually want that sound there. I do like the ambience, just makes it feel a bit more busy. Here's a route sign. Downtown into Brooklyn via 6th Avenue local, F to Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue, all times. M to Middle Village, Metropolitan Avenue, weekdays and weeks. Come down here to the end. Ends over here. Exit 14th Street, 6th Avenue. We'll get to that soon. That's this weird thing for some reason. If anybody knows what the deal is with these bumps in the wall towards the north end of the platforms, let me know. This is a recreation, of course, so I included this. And then over here, this is not actually a tunnel that just ends. It just doesn't have lights for some reason. Or it's just dark. I think it's because of the material I used. So this actually does go to 23rd Street. You could actually drive a train from 23rd Street to 14th Street here. So that's pretty cool. And then the same thing goes for the other side. It's just a little passageway there. Okay, so let's go over here. We have an exit right here. Exit 14th Street. No, it was 16th Street and 6th Avenue. That way. Okay. Let's go here. Looks like I forgot some lights here, but that's fine. I just want to be honest, guys. I just want to get this station toured. The station is done, but yeah, it seems like I miss a bit of lights every once in a while, but come on, it's pretty detailed. So we have some sludge here. And I even experimented with something new here, where you can see I sort of tried to make it look like the corners were rounded, which is something I'm going to start doing in other stations, although I might have already did that in a tour I released on the one line recently. So decay states, like stuff like this, is also based on how bad the entrance is maintained. So for example, this one, that's cleaner. Come over here to the uptown side, and we're going to loop back to the exits over there. You can see there's quite a lot. Let's come this way, 14th Street, uptown at Queens, FM 123L, RV of the Passage. Come over here. Hear a different engine noise because that train is older. I was not actually using the R40 sound effect for trains until not recently, but it just sounded better when the train was moving than the default sounds, which is what you hear now. Sound like a diesel because there aren't diesels in the game at the moment. There's no support for electrics, which is why they don't have proper traction motors in the live streams. And that's why I have to dub all of the sound effects in the videos. But they're gradually adding more sound options, so that's a thing that I'm having to do less and less. Does this open? That'd be fun. It does. Opens through the cables. Okay. Uptown and Queens, F and down. Let's go down this way. Here we are at the platform. What do we have? What a surprise. An R38F train. One of my oldest models. I think this is my first model, actually. An R38F train. What a surprise. Uptown and Queens, so we're going to read the route sign. Uptown and Queens via 6th Avenue local, F to Jamaica 179th Street, Queens Boulevard Express, all times. M to Forest Hills 71st Avenue, Queens Boulevard local, weekdays and eves. Here we're at the end of the platform. It seems like the ceiling is higher. That is again because it was like that in real life. So I do it based off how it is in real life. The only thing that's obviously difficult to simulate are the the filth states. Because that varies, it changes. It's not the same level of filth. They clean it. New Yorkers throw trash everywhere. It rains. This stuff happens. So I do my best with the filth. Yeah, we have an F train here. That does kind of look like an E, that sign up there. So R38F train, just sitting here. The exterior of this model, I actually still like how it looks. The interior needs some work. It's definitely outdated compared to more recent models. I will be touching up the R62, because I think it should get exterior texturing. and I think it needs a few touch-ups, to be honest. Alright, so yeah, there's a heads up about that. Some sludge there. Disgusting. I don't know why the MTA allows this. I don't know why the city doesn't do something about this. But I do know that they clean the stations. I was filming Union Square for a video, and I did see them actually cleaning it at night. They were power washing everything. So that was pretty nice. Don't know how long that will last, given how New Yorkers can be. But good effort. Good effort. This is true erosion, though. Missing tiles over here. Exit sign there. With the slope at the end of the platform. If you're wondering why it actually does this, this is because of the Canarsie platform over here. So yeah, it ends right there. So because of the Canarsie platform, it slopes. And the reason why this ends is because I have not built West 4th Street yet, which is the next stop on the line. So actually, let's just ignore that for now. So you can see the immersion breaks over there. Oh no. Yeah, so what do we have to do next? Oh, there's this passageway. This goes down to the L. There's a little fence there. Down here. To the L. Train sitting there. Door thing happened with that model. There's a bug which inverts the door states, which is why it's closed even though I had previously opened them. It's annoying. Not as it is. Ooh, construction. Okay, so there's some construction over there. Uptown Queens F and M. Then we have the exit here. I wonder how this one will open. Very interesting way of opening. Mosaic here. These are very cool. I like these mosaics because they give homage to the original heritage, the original operators of the lines, which I think is very cool. So Independent Subway, the Bronx and Queens. I'm surprised that they originally must have run a Bronx service here. I guess that would make sense because the 6th Avenue Express came after. So that does make sense. L arrow that way, Uptown and Queens, FM that way. Probably nothing behind those. I'm going to open this. Let's come over here. A mosaic there. Wall bends here. Come this way. Uptown and Queens, F and M. Exit 14th Street and 6th Avenue. There's another exit behind here, but there's construction which just blocks it off, but I did build what's behind here. So exits out this way. It's blocked off. Construction. I'll make it day to end out the tour, and we still have to do the other side's mezzanine, so we're not quite done yet. So there's an exit here. Weird sign. 14th Street Station, Uptown and Queens, F&M, 123 at 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue in Brooklyn, L, path across, 6th Avenue. Now let's go down here. BMT lines. BMT lines, I love it. Paying homage to the original BMT. I think the BMT put that there. So of course they're going to do that. Most of the original BMT lines signs were actually removed, but mosaics remained, which is nice. L, downtown in Brooklyn, F&M, 123 via L platform. Here we have the L mezzanine over here. This goes down to the L, so this was a personal L line mezzanine right here. Space there. Downtown Brooklyn. This is closed. I think this opened up though, since LFM 123. This room. Grime on the wall there. Lots of grime. Lots of grime. Seems like the Canarsie line is not very well kept in that sense. So this goes down here. I'm actually going to start doing these tours like this, to be honest. I think this is better without the hand in the way. So then you have this one, another staircase. right here. So we have to go back out. No, we don't, actually. We'll go the other way because there's one more spot to show you. Come over here to the downtown at Brooklyn. That's the uptown connection. So to the downtown at Brooklyn F&M, there's another mezzanine, which I've not shown you guys yet. Over here. Yeah, if you're not familiar with these animate. Okay, so there's another exit over here. You go to the left. This is the exit at 14th Street and 6th Avenue. So that's the reason why I usually have the inventory visible, because it's difficult to aim at these. So entry FM downtown Brooklyn, 123L passageway. Here you have the booth. Here you have the path blocked off because I did not build it, so technically it's under construction in the world. Mosaic here, independent subway downtown and Brooklyn. Advertisement panel, and now we get to something interesting. So I was mentioning before how I believe the IND stole part of the BMT's mezzanine here. Well, if we notice these tiles cut off, see this green cuts off and becomes this, which is more characteristic of what we have at the Canarsie Line station down below. And that makes me think that the IND stole this. Here it even says BMT. There's text on the wall that says BMT. So the IND stole this, is my guess. And I think that there must have been a staircase around here somewhere which went down to the... I'll just show you, because it would line up with this area. So there must have been a staircase here. That's my guess. So to street over there, those are exit signs. Path, subway trains there. 14th Street, downtown in Brooklyn, FM. 8th Avenue / Brooklyn L sign. And 123 at 7th Avenue, Path, New Jersey. Then over here, there is a sign, Path Trains, New Jersey. You go down here, goes down and goes back up for some reason. Maybe pipes, something must run in this space here above the passageway. This would go to the path. This is an exit. Path, subway trains. Then there's one more exit over here. And then more BMT signs. This one was quite ripped up. So it's like that. Over here. Come to the last exit. So that's going to do it for this video. It looks like I'll have to add street signs here at some point. Hope you guys enjoyed this recreation and tour of 14th Street, 6th and 7th Avenues on the 123 F, M, and L lines. And there's an Easter egg I almost forgot. These signs were not actually changed at all since these two routes were discontinued. The V and 9 were still there as of the time of this recording on these signs, which is ridiculous. That's about 2 decades almost. They're still here. Yep. I don't know if they're still there present day, but when I recorded the video of the station in February, maybe January, these were still there. I think February, which is pretty wild. So, if you enjoyed, then subscribe, leave a like. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. I know we can do it. And comment, and I am Websoak. I'm saying goodbye. And, oops, that's too much. That's too much. So anybody wondering, will there be a V-fanning video at this station in particular? Yes, there will. It's a fucking complex.